Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Scorpio. How are you guys, Scorpio? Let's see what's going on. Oh, before I get going, I am going to be doing a Thursday's readings, a few readings at a time. Starting on Tuesday, I'm not going to do them all and then put them up at once anymore. I'm just going to keep them flowing. Once I do 12, I'll start over, starting with a different sign. Okay, I think you'll get some of you, not every time, but you'll get your reading, your next reading sooner, which is the readings with anything to do with your life. And eventually I may just blend them all together and start doing that. But for now, I'll just keep it that way. So Scorpio, let's see what's going on in your relationships. We have make time for self-love, reflect on your priorities, and be proud of yourself. So some of you may have prioritized a few things and to reach some goals, so be proud of yourself. And I do see its energy now is time to take time for self-love. Okay, self-care, love, doing what you need to do for yourself, focusing on priorities. We'll see what comes out of that. Let's have, often these cards show me other things going on, so we'll see. So make time for self-love. Yeah, so it's giving yourself the attention that you need. But here's the end. I already can see what's going on. And I already kind of know, my intuition kicked in. Somebody may not be giving you enough attention, but they definitely have plenty of time for themselves to give themselves the attention they need. Someone's not making you a priority. But I actually feel it's telling you to make yourself a priority. Okay, so I do see pride, giving yourself anything that you've achieved. Take pride in the things that you've achieved, goals. Okay, so don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back. Yeah, but see the towers coming down. Some of you are having a realization, a massive epiphany about priorities. Somebody not making you a priority, but I feel like you're dealing with someone, a relationship, whether it's marriage or you're dating someone or single people, they're not making you a priority, but they definitely have time for themselves. Yeah, they have time for themselves, but they don't have a lot of time for you. Shocker, right? Let's have a look at be proud of yourself. Yeah, you got someone who's focused a lot on self. And I do think some of you need to focus more on yourself. If you have a person who doesn't make you a priority, then don't make them a priority. That's what it's basically saying. Do you? But I do think you have someone here who, I think you got a person who focuses a lot on themselves. Yeah, here for a good time, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, somebody who has time to make time for themselves. And there's nothing wrong with someone taking time for themselves. Absolutely not. But when it comes to not being a priority with someone because they're so focused on self, you need to take a look at that. So let's see where this goes. I think some of you are going to have an epiphany about that realization. This is someone here, oh, they could be getting attention elsewhere if they're not giving it to you. Okay, you want to look at that. Definitely take time for you. Okay, I feel this is, it shows me making yourself a priority. If someone doesn't make you a priority, don't make them one. Go and do what you need to do for you. And that's what I feel like it's saying. Let's have a look at the Six of Wands. Yeah, see, putting in effort. Some of you have been working too. I do see priorities, reaching goals, and I feel some of you have. Pat yourself on the back, but you can also see, because we're talking about relationships here, someone's not putting in a lot of effort. They're not putting a lot of effort. They're very much, you got someone here who's kind of self-absorbed. It's all about me. Someone's not really being all about you. You have to be about you then. Let's have a look at the Tower. Yeah, we have someone here who's basically single. So this is often telling me some of you are single. This person's single, but like I say, you're not a priority to someone. They have time for themselves, but they don't have time for you. Yeah, it's about yourself, looking out for yourself. Some of you need to look out for yourself. You need to look out for number one. I can guarantee you you're dealing with someone who is. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel there's a lack of balance because of the Tower. Yeah. It's an energy of the realization that you're actually single. Yeah. If you're not a priority in someone's life, and they're off doing things, getting attention. I don't know. You could have someone who's playing the field. You don't know. And this is probably what you should be doing, is playing the field. But let's have a look at the Page of Wands. Yeah, so you can see it's a realization, someone feeling sad. This is somebody not focusing on the Two of Cups. So it's a feeling like there's not a lot of hope here. Whatever, and I do see other things like focusing on work, recognition, patting yourself on the back. Absolutely, okay? Make sure you, because I do think that's a big part of this message, goals and things that you're achieving, making priorities. But this is about making you a priority, okay, in your world, doing what you need to do for you. Because I really feel some of you have a person who really doesn't put in a whole lot of effort. Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles, what comes out now. Yeah, see, there's been some hurt and heartache, hurt feelings. I think someone's not giving you enough attention. I really do. Some of you just aren't getting a whole lot of attention here. So there's definitely some hurt feelings, and I do see that. Yeah, let's have a look at the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So someone not really telling you everything. So, like I say, this is someone not really telling you everything. Like, if you have a person who's off doing their own thing, what are they doing? What is this person doing? Okay, because I feel like someone's not telling you everything. I'd be very careful about someone who constantly goes off on their own. If they're giving attention to other people, if they're not giving it to you, who are they giving their attention to, or where are they getting their attention? I don't think you're a priority to someone, only when they want attention. But when you do, I don't think this person's really there. Yeah, I think it's telling you to get yourself out there. It's time for you to get yourself out there. You got a person who's rather self-absorbed. They're kind of all about themselves. It's all about me. Here for a good time, not necessarily a long time, but I don't feel that's the situation for the most part. I mean, if you have someone who's not making you a priority, who are they giving their attention to when you're not with this person? That's what I feel, and I don't think someone here is telling you everything. Yeah, see, I do see secrecy, things being kept. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking, though. Okay, I'm not saying third party. Some of you, it very well could be true. Okay, where someone's putting you in a third party because they're not making you a priority. Yeah, I mean, it could be just somebody taking time. There's nothing wrong with someone taking time for themselves to go off and explore things, do things. But this is exploring. This is an energy of... And you can see this is, a lot of people look at this as a victory, but it's not always a victory. You can see the horse, the way it's looking at the rider, somebody taking recognition, like they've done something wonderful. Someone gave you a little attention. Now it's like they're rewarding themselves by going off and, you know, not making... I really feel like you're dealing with someone who's not completely honest, or there's something they're not telling you. Yeah, I do think you have questions and things, and I do think you already, it's telling you to trust your intuition, okay? Yeah, you got someone here, see this energy of learning, it's about speaking truth. So this person's probably someone, when they tell you things that are truth, but they probably aren't telling you everything. What is this person doing when they're not with you, giving you attention? Who are they with? What are they up to? Yeah, because it has to do with committing. See, there's no real commitment here. There's no commitment. I feel like you got someone who doesn't want a commitment. I do think this is someone who can be a little cold at times. But I do feel like they speak truth, but they're still not see, it's an energy of that realization, when you realize that when they do tell you something that's truth, there's other things they're not telling you. Okay? So they're not lying. And I do see it has to do with making a commitment, making someone a priority. I think this is somebody, if you get angry at this person with the Tower, this is someone who won't stick around. You see, they're here for the good times. If you get into an argument or get angry at this person, they cut you out. They don't stick around. And that's what I feel. So you're kind of, I feel, in this situation where you're kind of stuck and single. This person it is an energy of this person is technically single. They can kind of do as they please. So, yeah, I think you got a person here, and I do feel like they do speak truth for the most part. Okay? But like I say, there's something here that they're not telling you, or maybe it's the other way around, where someone's not giving you attention, making you a priority. So maybe you're going to stop putting effort in. And because I think this is someone patting themselves on the back because they've given you some attention. And it's like they're rewarding themselves with a little time out to go do something else, whatever it may be. But yeah, it has to do with laying the foundation and committing. Yeah, I think some of you, I think someone, and I wonder if there's someone around you telling you that you should stop making them a priority. If this is someone who won't commit to you, this is where you have to kind of pull the rug out for them and just change your focus and stop giving them attention. Yeah. Yeah. See, some of you are waiting for a commitment. They're keeping you waiting. You're basically single. So it's telling you it's time to kind of look elsewhere. Do you have someone who's telling you this? Because someone may be giving someone advice too, that this person's not telling you the whole truth. They tell you truth when it works in their favor. You kind of see where it's going here. Yeah, I can see exactly what this person's doing. I mean, I do think they basically do speak truth, but there's someone who doesn't want to commit, and I feel like you're waiting. Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? It's time to look elsewhere. Yeah, stop giving this person attention when they come in. They just come in when they want attention. When you do that, you're waiting. You're always waiting for this person. You're wasting time, I feel, some of you. This is someone wasting your time. I wouldn't be surprised if you have another person coming in suddenly too. I do see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries. Little earth energy. Yeah, see, it's about you doing you. You need to do what's right for you, because this person's doing what's right for them, but they keep you waiting. Why are you waiting? Yeah, it's about getting yourself out there. Tell me more about the King of Swords energy. Yeah, it has to do with choosing the one. See, waiting for the one. See, I feel someone's going to be questioning you here. They're going to ask you truth. Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Are you sure this person's the right person? Because I do think this is somebody here talking to you here about someone who's not giving you attention. You got a person who's not telling you everything. And I do think there's someone going to come in and talk to you and tell you some truths that's going to shock you. Yeah, this is an interesting energy, but I do think some of you have been waiting, feeling like this is your person, this is the one. The right person doesn't keep somebody waiting. The right person makes a commitment, and they give you attention when you need it, because I feel like you're not getting the attention you deserve. You deserve better. And I think someone's going to come in, and I feel like I wouldn't be surprised someone comes in and says something here, because I'm seeing, for some of you, not everyone. But yeah, this has to do with breaking free, because I think you got a person who's just free. See, they're a free spirit. They don't want to settle down. They want to, and I wouldn't be surprised at someone exploring other options. What are they doing when they're not giving you attention? Who are they giving their attention to? See, this is what I feel. Yeah. There we have it. See, this is more Sagittarius energy, taking a step back, seeing things differently. See, something is off. This is someone going to tell you something's off. It's not right. Yeah. I think, and I do think you can achieve this goal by breaking free from this. I do think that some of you need to start looking elsewhere, or to stop waiting for this person. Yourself explore other options. I do see this Temperance is telling me taking a step back, looking at things different after a period of time. There's going to be a little shock surprise here. Yeah, you're going to look at things different because of this. Yeah, see, stuck between two worlds. You're giving someone the best of both worlds, and I've seen this in your readings before. They keep you stuck and single. They got the best of both worlds. Is somebody telling you that? Okay. Because there's a truth here about this. Being stuck between two worlds, keeping you stuck and single while somebody is off doing whatever they want, which is fine. You should be doing the same thing. If someone doesn't commit, you're single. So if you have a person who reaches out and they want to connect with you and go down this path with you, take that opportunity, because I feel like you're setting yourself up for heartache here, and maybe even third-party situation, because you are single. If you feel like you're not someone that doesn't give you attention, you know, they're not spending time, you deserve better. Because if you're not in a commitment, you're single. Especially if this is somebody who only comes in when they want attention. Yeah, I just feel like someone's going to speak a truth to you here. And I do think this is someone who wants to connect and maybe get together. Go down this path with this person, because I feel like you're giving someone the best of both worlds. They can go play the field, do as they please while you're waiting. Some truth here. Yeah, so you can see this. I don't know if someone's traveling, going places, exploring other options, opportunities. I see this traveling. See, all this time in between. I think there's a truth, all this time in between. And if it is this person doing it, they are speaking a truth. They're traveling, they're going somewhere, whatever they're doing. But I still feel that energy has to do with, because there's two energies here. And it has to do with someone speaking a truth. Because it has to do with something that doesn't feel right. It feels off. All this time in between. What is this person doing? And what are you doing during this time in between? You're waiting. You're wasting precious time. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's not fair. Someone's not treating you fair. They're not being fair. There's no commitment. This is you got a non-committal person. So that energy, I do see not Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm seeing somebody with some Libra energy. See, it's about justice. Someone's speaking truth about someone who's not right for you. Someone who's not treating you right. They're not being fair. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's involving you in a third party and you're completely unaware. Because it's that energy of avoiding the reality of the situation. Yeah. See, this is about getting out, being social, being with friends, family. And I wouldn't be someone traveling to someone in another community. Like, what is this person doing all this time? Why are you not with this person? Why are you waiting? I think this is somebody going to speak here. So it's up to you to decide. But it has to do with being fair. It has to do with harmony. Yeah, see, I feel like you've got some thinking to do. See, someone pinned down by their thoughts, and I feel it's an energy of taking a little time out. And it could be someone speaking truth. Yeah, I'm just taking some time out. I'm taking a little break. I've worked hard. I'm rewarding myself with a little trip, vacation. Why aren't you with this person? See, if you were to get angry at this person, I can see the energy. They wouldn't stick around. They'll cut you out. And then when things calm down, this person just comes back in because they know you're waiting. Someone's got you. They got the best of both worlds. They're keeping you stuck between two worlds. You need to get out. You need to social. If you have somebody who asks you out, or there's an opportunity, and there's an opportunity coming up to socialize and be with someone, take those opportunities. Yeah, look at that. See, this is about loving yourself first here, taking care of yourself, doing what's right for you. Yeah, some of you are lonely, longing for love, and this is somebody who I feel avoids commitment. You deserve better. You already know. Trust your intuition. You know the answers, and I think you know. If this is someone telling you this, telling you some kind of a truth, or something they say might trigger you to have that little aha moment where you realize you already know the answers you're seeking. Some of you are spending time alone. And I think you're waiting for this person. See, missing them, longing for love, but you're wasting time. Because you're missing this person, and they constantly do this. They got you right where they want you. This person knows it. You've got a person who knows exactly what they're doing. Yeah, they're being sneaky. There you go. Look how that just come up, and you're not seeing it. Take off the blindfold to see. Okay? This is someone who has the best of both worlds. They're not committed to you. They won't commit. If you try to make this person commit, they just cut you out and move on. Then when things calm down, they come back around. So I do think there is somebody here who's going to speak some truth to you. And I'm hoping that you can see, okay? If you got a person who's indecisive and they can't make up their mind, you have to learn to make it up for them by stop waiting. Yeah, I feel like you've got, yeah, see, thanks, but no thanks, it's not good enough. You deserve better. But yeah, it's a person who will often reject it, like, no way, there's no, and I do think you've got a person who's going to be coming in here. I feel like you've got a person coming in. Don't reject this person, okay? Don't take off the blindfold. Don't fail to recognize what you're missing. Because I do think some of you are wasting time waiting for somebody. Yeah. See, I feel like some of you, you're longing for love. You're lonely. You're feeling ignored. You're feeling left out. Yeah. I really feel some of you, you already know the answers you're seeking. You already know. Okay. But it has to do with making a choice. And I do think there's somebody else going to come in. And I do think it's an energy of truth about whether someone's the right person or not. And that's what it's all about, whether this person's the one. I mean, it's an energy of kind of holding a torch for somebody who keeps you waiting. Yeah, you know. And I think there's another person going to come in. I think that's the person who's going to be speaking to you. If you are being honest with this person and telling them that you're waiting for someone here and you love this person, I don't know what this person may have to say. I do see someone here, maybe an old friend, someone you knew when you were younger, talking, giving some kind of advice, speaking a truth. So take care, okay? Decide. I feel some of you, you need to get out and socialize and get out with people. I do think there's someone here who's being kind of sneaky. I mean, all may not be what it seems, but like I'm saying, that's often, I think you already know. Sort of like avoiding the inevitable where you're going to end up feeling hurt here. Take care. We'll see you soon.